Hopefully this is good. The acoustics might be bad in here because I'm in my bathroom, but this is where I choose to be, and this is the life that I lead. I'm scared that if I sit... Wait, can this hold me? Whoa. Okay, so I'm really scared though that this might not be able to hold my weight. You can't even see. Oh, no cussing, that's bad. Okay. Wait, this is actually kind of cutesy. I really like my bathroom, if you couldn't tell. The reason why I'm in here, let me tell you, fucking worst experience of my life. Worst experience of my life, of my adult life. I downloaded it again, and you're probably like, oh my god, why'd you do that? But first, before we get into that, let's rewind a little bit. Let's rewind it back, okay? Because shit's about to get dark. It's about to get really dark. Okay, so what led to this was an article I was actually reading from Hinge that I was reading at the train station in New Haven when I went to Yale, and it talked about a few different things, and it was really telling of the time that we're in now. So it talked about Gen Z kind of recap and how it could be better for Gen Z daters in 2026 and things of that nature. And so one of the things that it talked about was how Gen Z daters can close this communication gap that we have. And something that was really important to note from the article, it said, a new report reveals that 84% of Gen Z Hinge daters want to find new ways to build deeper communities. Hello? Deeper communities, yes, English, with the people they are dating. So basically, like I've been saying since day one, the children yearn for community. The children yearn for community, oh my gosh, I get a point, thank you. The article also kind of talked about the communication gap that Gen Z has, obviously so, and how we want to connect on a deeper level, but we seem to can't really do that. I don't know what the disconnect is with that. I don't really know, I couldn't tell you. I don't get paid to do this for a full-time job, so if you want to pay me, go ahead and I'll link the Cash App down below if you wanted to. Yes, because I'm a starving artist. Or am I just an artist that's starving? We want to connect on a deeper level, but us as Gen Z are too scared to actually connect. We want connection, but we're too scared to connect. How does that work? Right. There was a lot of other things in the article that it touched on and talked about, touched on things about how we want to be more spontaneous with our people that we're trying to date, and how we're craving a relationship, but we don't want to put in the work, but then we do want to put in the work, but then we're scared because what the other person thinks. There's a lot of different really good topics that it actually talked about, so I applaud Hinge for doing the research. But let's continue this on to, where I am right now in my journey. So Sunday of this week, which is the week of Thanksgiving, I was thinking about the article, kind of the whole train ride back home to Boston. Yes, I go to school in Boston. Oh my gosh, I'm so smart. Thank you. Yeah. Wait, I kind of got inches though. And so yes, on the whole train ride back, I was thinking about this article, and I was just like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And so then Monday comes around, I'm with my girls. We're sitting in a classroom like we normally do, and I'm really you guys are really getting to know me right now. We're really connecting. So I want you to picture it. So right, we're in the classroom, we're sitting down, we're talking, we're watching a movie, okay? Things are going. And one of my friends says, I need my 5 minutes of screen time. And I'm gonna let you in a little secret. Yes, that means, 5 minutes of screen time on Hinge, duh. Cause yes, it's just a game. Like she said it's just a game for her. But not in a bad way. Maybe I'm explaining this wrong. My friend is not a bad person at all. She's an amazing, amazing gem. All my friends are amazing gems. I'm only friends with amazing gems. So yes. So yeah, just had to put that out there. Love my girls down. They're amazing people. Okay, find you some friends like mine. But anyway, like I was saying, so it kind of made me think towards the article and towards kind of my own dating life and everything, and me going to therapy, talking about oh, I'm too scared to date, but now I'm not anymore. Funny how that works. I was like, you know what? Why don't I just download Hinge? And she was like, oh my gosh, yes. And I was like, oh, so okay. So then I made my account, and I'm going through the thing. So let me just walk you the process of me doing this, okay? Because it was a process nonetheless. I want you to picture yourself there again with me. And so we're going through Hinge. I'm selecting my photos, my best photos. I'm going through, scrolling, looking at my favorites, looking at what pictures I could put that would be enticing, get at me, put me in, coach, put me in. I found some pictures. and I consulted with my girls. And I was like, does this picture look good? Does this picture look good? Look at my profile. How does it look? How does it look? You know, consulting the friends as one would do, because that's what you do when you have friends. Duh, silly goose. What's going on with you? And so that was my first day. And then I was doing what one does, and Hinge is trying to, you know, algorithm what they do best. Algorithmic, English. Algorithmically, yes, find who I like. I don't even know what I like for real. So how is he gonna do that for me? Crazy work, I know. So I'm picking, I'm selecting, and you know, it's just going through, and I'm like, okay, this is cool, this is fun, this is great. And then I don't get any matches back, I don't get nothing. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's late, whatever, who cares? So go to bed. Day 2 comes around. This is where I realized shit's about to get dark really quickly. Wait, can I say that word? It's gonna get dark. It was already bleak, but it's getting like really bad. It's getting bad, really bad. So day 2 comes along, and you know, I'm still scrolling. I look, and I'm getting my rush of dopamine for the day. And I'm like, what's going on here? Because I have 0 matches. What's going on? So I'm still swiping X. I'm pressing X, and I'm selecting what's going on. But Hinge is doing something a little different this time, because my first day when I was on Hinge, it showed me only people of this skin tone. And then the next day, it showed me people of this skin tone and darker, which is fine, because guess what? I love everyone. I'm for the people. Thank you. So I don't discriminate. At these people. And I'm like, okay. And then it's making me realize something. On day 2, I'm kind of like in my head a little bit, and I'm like, okay, no one's matching with me. Kind of going on, and I'm like, it's your second day, love. Like, give it some time. It's still trying to figure you out, okay? The algorithm is still trying to figure you out, and you are still trying to figure you out also. So, funny how that works, right? So, kind of matches as one does, because I'm not paying for anything extra, because who is doing that? Not I won't be doing that. So day 3 comes, and one match on day 3, and I get person who is my profile, but I didn't really feeling it with them, and just wasn't feeling it, and that was it. And that's okay. You don't have to be feeling it with everybody. But I realized I was like, I'm matching with all these people, and it's like, what is it that these people want? Because all these people are saying on their thing, like, long-term relationship, long-term this, long-term this, long-term this, and you're seeing all these different things, and you're seeing their profile, you're seeing their pictures, and people are trying to put their best foot forward, and it's like, what do you want? And it's like, maybe I don't fit the mold. Maybe I don't fit what people are looking for. And so it makes me get in my head. And mind you, I have done so much self-work on myself. It's actually unreal, to the point to where I'm like, how much more self-work can I do? I mean, trust me, I'm nowhere near perfect at all when it comes to like being this like amazing, perfect person. Because you'll never be perfect, and I don't want to be perfect, because hello, perfect. That's disgusting. Because if I was perfect, then how am I gonna grow? Quickly. Exactly. You can't even give me an answer. I get a point. Thank you. So it's day 3 is like, I'm getting in my head. Okay, I'm not getting any playtime. Like, coach, put me in. The fuck? You're not getting it. Go ahead and sit on the bench, but you're not getting on the court. You're not playing. And so I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm done. I'm over it now. At this point, it was really getting to me, because I don't know, something about this relationship thing, I think wanting to be in a relationship so heavily, kind of, it eats at me sometimes, because I'm like, is there something that I'm not doing right? I'm seeing all these other people in a relationship, and I don't have one yet, and it kind of is, am I not good enough? What am I not doing that's not enough? And I feel like Hinge, for me personally, kind of expedites that problem, if that makes sense. And hopefully I use that word right. I feel like, because it really shouldn't be a problem, because I have friends that really do care. I have people in my life that love me, that give me the things that a relationship would give me, except for obviously the sexual part, and the like, more like, I mean, unless you do that with your friends, I mean, that's okay. Who am I to judge? Because I'm not going to judge you. But I don't do that with my friends. We don't do that. That's not the kind of time we're on, okay? Because if we're doing that, it's getting real dark. I think day 3 really made me kind of see these things, and I had to, I think, take a step back a little bit. In day 3 is when I was really like, okay, I'm really done, and I really wanted to leave this app. Because mind you, I'm keeping this app for a week, and I'm still currently in this. I'm on day 6 right now. Day 7's tomorrow, and as soon as day 7 hits, the bitch is getting deleted because I'm tired of this bullshit. So then comes along day 4, right? I got another match, and I was like, woo, yes, match. Oh my gosh. And then I text people, and I text them, hey, how are you? And crickets inside. And I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing wrong? Right. So they're not responding. You match with me, but you're not responding. Quickly, answer that question for me. Why is that a thing? The children yearn for community, but they don't want to go out and work for the community. Right. So I'm really like, okay, I'm over this now. I really want to delete this app, but I'm like, you need to stick it out because you said a week. You gave yourself a week, so stick to that week. And I said, okay, fine, whatever. So I do what I do best, click X, click, match. But I was clicking a lot more X. I was Xing out a lot more people than I was the first 3 days. And I think it was me kind of like trying to look a little bit past like people's pictures and trying to gauge their personality through what they said or the things that they put on their profile in terms of like political views and hometown, what they do for work, or where they went to school, stuff like that. And like based on their pictures, like how their personality is, or the questions that they have, the prompts that they put on the pictures, and things of that nature. But it's hard to do that through a screen, obviously, because as we already know, if you have critical thinking skills, which if you're watching this video, I would assume you do, how things can get mistranslated through technology and a text message and through the phone. So I'm trying to do all of that and analyze it in my mind. And so I feel like, but I'm also doing something that's kind of negative in a way, because I'm like making up someone's personality when this could very well not be their personality at all. And they just know how to play the game of Hinge, or they know how to like, change up some things to like pull people in, if that makes sense. And I put myself on display on that app, and I'm still doing that right now currently, but not in like a way of like, oh my god, I'm like showing a little shoulder or something, not like that, but putting my personality out there on display for people to see. And it kind of made me think and wonder, like, okay, is my personality not enough, or is it not what people are looking for? Like, what is the thing that people are looking for? And I feel like that's the thing that like is mind-boggling to me, because it's like, what is it that you want? What is it that people want? You know what I mean? You get me. We see each other. Right. Okay, so now day 5 and day 6, kind of the same thing. Like I'm getting 1 match per day pretty much, and then I text people and no one's responding. But today, someone actually did respond, and they responded very quickly. And yeah, and I was like, well, this is crazy work. First I get and go, okay, wait. Remember, you've done the work on yourself enough to the point to where just because someone texts you back fast, that's good, but also you have a life to live. Remember, this app is not your life. Finding a relationship is not your life. It's not your life. And I think that like on day 6, because I've had it for a while, I look at the app on my phone and I want to click it and I go, no, you don't need to get on it. Like, you can just take a break. You don't need to be on it. You don't need to, do whatever. And I think that's showing some type of growth somewhere in my life, I think. And I believe that, with every day that passes and I have the app on my phone, I've seen how much I've grown, because I had it freshman year also. And freshman year, I was on it all the time, trying to see like, oh, who matched with me, who did this. And I found that now that I kind of don't really care who I match with anymore in terms of like looks wise and stuff like that. Like, I'm just kind of like matching people that I think would go well with me. I'm kind of like, and if they match with me, they match with me. And if they don't, they don't. And me not caring has worked a lot better than, me caring, if that makes sense, because obviously so. And I've found that it's not consuming as much of me anymore as it did the first few days. But this is not to say like, oh my gosh, run out there and go download Hinge. No, if it was up to me, I would prefer going out there in the world to, feel something, to talk to someone, to have a conversation, to compliment somebody and have that go somewhere perhaps. I think that that's what I want and something that I crave, but I think doing it this way is a little different. And I'm kind of like learning to like, okay, like it's not a bad thing to be on an app like this. It's just something that's very different and something I'm not used to. And I think that's okay. And it's okay to feel this way. But after this, I don't want to get back on the app again. For sure, for sure. Like, just for my own sake and sanity, because this is just how I feel. So, some things that I've learned from doing this experiment with myself, I guess, is one, that I value connection over looks. I mean, I knew that. Also, I thought I knew what I wanted, but I feel like I kind of don't know in a way. Also, the need for just learning that I've actually grown a lot more than I thought I have. Because I feel like us as people don't give ourselves enough credit for growing the way that we have grown. So I think we should take this time, you and I, together to pat ourselves on the back and give ourselves a little, something, because we've actually grown a lot. And so you should be proud of that. I think you should be proud of that, at least. I have learned to take a step back from relationships and things of that nature, and I'm learning to kind of just like be okay in the singleness and be okay with being by myself. And this is something that's interesting to me, to be doing this kind of like social experiment is what I've been calling it for myself. But what is it that I'm wanting? What is it that I need? Because I haven't been out there in the dating world almost, I don't know, like actually dating someone for real, 3 years. So it's been some time, and the last time I actually talked to anybody or did anything was like almost a year ago, something like that. So it's been some time, and yeah, and I've definitely came up from like past traumas and things of that nature and grown a lot from that. And I'm just trying to see how I would do now, if that makes sense, and navigate through that space, figure out maybe how I can, what is it that I want now? Me being 19 and being in college and being a sophomore, my wants have obviously changed and my needs have obviously changed too, but not also putting too much pressure and emphasis on those things, because things are going to change all the time. And what I want right now might not be what I want in a week or two or a month or a year or whatever the case may be. So understanding that and learning that is something that has just been really interesting to me. So yeah. And then I would say there's a lot of other things that I've been learning, but I would say the last thing is that my view on love is constantly changing. And one thing about me is I love love so much. I love learning about it. I love talking about it. I love sharing and talking to other people about it. It's something that I'm fascinated by. Honestly, like the need for human connection, those things I feel like is so interesting and so, fun to talk about. And I could talk about it for hours with anybody. Honestly, really, I can't. If you know me, we've done it before, and I'll do it again. But I think that it's just so interesting and fascinating to me. I want to continue to talk about it on here, and I'm going to continue to talk about it because remember, this is the channel. We gonna talk about a lot of different things because that's what I want to do, and I want to get everyone involved in talking about these things. But yes, so yeah, it's kind of like my gist and, my thing. But all in all, like I would say, like I don't want to say I would never download Hinge again, but I don't want to download Hinge again because I really want to try, because it's a lost art. Talking to people is a lost art. Going out and talking to people is a lost art that people do not do anymore. Like, it's just something that people don't do, and I feel like we need to do more of it, because complimenting somebody or going out of your way to say something or, be like, oh my gosh, like, you look so great, or whatever the case may be. I feel like people crave that, and I love putting a smile on people's faces. We need to, be outside and join spaces and do community things in order to find the love of our life. But remember, in doing that also, you're doing the community thing for yourself to build your own community, not to find a relationship first. You would just have to remember your priorities. Do the community things because you want to do them, not because you're going with the goal of finding a relationship. And I think that's where a lot of people get, kind of this misconception that, oh, I need to join a running club, or I need to, join a pottery class or whatever, because I'm going to find the love of my life there. Like, no, do those things first and the people will come to you, because you genuinely want to do those things. Like me, I am in a run club. I want to take a pottery class. I haven't done that. I'm learning Spanish. I'm going to study abroad, I volunteer, I do different things, and I don't do them in the hopes of finding the love of my life at any of those things. It's just because it's something I'm passionate about, and I actually have made some really good friends and met a lot of new people because of the things that I'm doing. And I'm not doing it in the hopes of finding somebody, I'm doing it in the hopes, like I said, for me. Because I believe that doing these hobbies and these things makes me a better person, a more well-rounded person, and it's something that I like to do. And just like talking to a camera, I like to do that too. So if that brings me a community and friends and whatever the case may be, I'm happy about it. But if I can help one person, I've done my job. So thank you. So yeah, I get a point. Thank you. Okay, yeah, but honestly, I'm done talking about this now. I might update you on day 7, perhaps. I might not. But I'll just probably give you a heads up now. I'm gonna delete the app on day 7. Like, that's it. Like, I might just wake up and delete the app. But yes. So, yeah. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go clean my room because I need to start packing. I'm going home. So, y'all have a blessed one. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's go.